So as with last time, content warning. So we have something to look at. Don't get to, oh, I can't point at her now. Flickering images, parallax effect, and horror. No premature endings. Load game. Have fun, bye! So that princess! Which one was the last one? This one. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods.
Let's do it.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
What were we gonna do this time? Do we remember?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Let's just continue to the cabin, because we already know how this goes.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
What was it, tab? Yeah, it was tab that goes into the next stuff. Tab skips the stuff that we've already seen. How many endings did we get last time? 4?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Let's take the blade. We don't have to use it. But we'll take it. We got Blue Romancer.
The basement creaks open, revealing a staircase.
I don't remember.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare.
We could drop the knife, but at least we have it nearby.
We can decide what we want to do after we talk.
But we'll drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
And now she knows we were going to threaten her.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Do you?
You're apparently going to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Why not?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
If we get her to trusting us, I think that's how we get the arms to grab her.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Okay.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
She gonna bite her arm off again?
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
If there isn't a key?
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement.
Okay, we did this already.
Is someone else here?
Let's just go back down.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it.
How
Before long, you're
sweet.
able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
You're gonna
As the
make
princess
no! Don't
approaches
make me
the bottom
stab her
stair,
again.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't
We
just
did
do
this one
that.
already.
Watch me.
Okay, what if we just slay her then
Bring
instead?
the blade down and plunge it into the princess's... Okay. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches.
Are you serious?
Okay, now she's angry.
I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one. But I don't have to tell you that.
Uh-oh.
I'll go ahead and show you.
Uh-oh. Slay the princess?
Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air. But she's ready for
Nope.
it. She grabs your arm, her grip like a stone vice. You drop the blade, pathetically. She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker. There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now, adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves. You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every
Hurts.
impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed
Ow.
beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right? I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. That time didn't work. We didn't do it that time.
You're on a path
Fast
in
ending.
the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And you're here to slay her.
Okay. She's gonna kill me again.
People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it.
Hi,
that way.
Mockingbird. Welcome in. This is my favorite game of the year. Nice. We played a little bit on Thursday.
You know I can
Got
hear
a few
you,
endings.
right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from
We're
me.
gonna see what else we can get today. Thank you for controlling yourself. I appreciate it. If I ask, if I need help, I'll use the word pumpernickel, which is my safe word,
She's just
meaning
going to
you can
kill
help.
us again. She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Pump whose nickel? Pump her nickel.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Think I've heard all this? No, it wouldn't let me skip. Okay.
Let's say for a moment that this really is
Hardly
the
know
second
her.
time you've met me,
Ayo.
or at least a version of me.
Can I skip any of this? No.
You
Okay.
died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. Of course we died. She didn't feel pain. She didn't feel much of anything, did she? And she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die. What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless. She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult.
This act
but
was called The Tower,
congratulations.
right? I don't
You've been
think we
given
got
another
The
chance
Tower
to actually
before.
do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time
swear we've heard all of this
rewind
before.
itself, or were you instead transported to a different world? And if it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? If she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the
I
same.
wonder if we're supposed to listen to the voice of whatever, or if we're supposed to go against it. Maybe that's what we're supposed to be learning.
Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe.
Let's try listening to the voice. So the voice of the broken.
Before you go any further. She will lie.
Ow. Yeah, we've heard
We might
this.
as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully
I'm trying to
imprisoned, then
remember
we
what we
should
did
rescue
for the
her,
last
but
one that we
if
did.
he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter.
The one where we were like in love with her?
Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be. If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Let's try doing what the voice of the broken said.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior
one is
would
new.
suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar
Also, the
with a
mirror is
pristine
back.
blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Let's see the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll... You reach forward and rub your hand
One of these
against the cabin
times.
wall. I hope you
It's
know
gonna
how
work.
ridiculous you look right now. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. No blade this time. Yeah. Maybe she'll be more receptive if we're unarmed. Blade, no blade. It doesn't matter.
He's so broken.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Why does she sound weird?
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't
Maybe
like
we
this
really
last
are
time.
small.
You shouldn't have come down here unarmed. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess. Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Okay.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me. How sweet. And more than a little disappointing.
She's disappointed in us?
Kneel.
Okay.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
Money?
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson.
Well, clearly I didn't, because I didn't bring the knife down.
You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? Then you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it? He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
Okay. Thought I saw the endings to this game and suddenly, oh, here's a new one! Okay. Happened to you after I died?
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
Okay, I'm sorry.
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Okay. What if I tell you you don't have to end the world?
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
Okay, what do you have planned?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
I don't know how to do that. Yeah, can't you break them yourself?
Don't be rude. Of course she can.
Did 4 playthroughs true to see all the endings? Wow, you can't do them all in one?
It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake
is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Okay.
Your will was so easily
I had no
broken.
other option. I didn't have a
that
knife.
magnificent?
No.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
How are you gonna stop me,
There's
narrator?
still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
Yeah, apparently.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Hi, Apollo. How are you? Uh-oh.
Rise, my little bird.
Uh-oh.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Wait, what?
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon.
But she seems sketchy. Yeah, pink text. The narrator is now pink.
All you need to do is believe it's been done. Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
Now, is this gonna make the arms come and get her?
What a good disciple you are.
I'm a good disciple.
It's time for us to leave.
I'm a good disciple. What happens now?
Nothing. And
Okay.
then, everything.
Okay. Yes! Yes, hands! I don't know if the hands are good, but the hands, it did it. But you do not take her hand, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
That was way too much excitement about hands. I think we're just learning something about you. Okay, let's go look at the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
What do we look
I
like
don't
this
want to
time?
Look at us.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. I don't look good. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. She looks different this time.
I am a growing
Oh,
chorus
because
of
she's this version
contradiction.
now.
A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
How many more vessels?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay. You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't
And
exist.
yet my waters flow and my streets bustle.
Okay, fine.
There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
Doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse. Nor does it make me care for you any less.
Really?
Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Remain silent.
But you still have a ways to go before we are done.
Still not care what I bring you
I
next?
care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Okay, let's go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
I say something new this time? I don't think I've said all of these. Okay, continue.
You make your way up the short path.
This time, let's try being nice again.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely The door to the basement creaks.
Just checking in.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Let's see what we can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Well, we've already tried all of this. This might be the same if we didn't do anything different.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Okay, so we can't do that. Go back to the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have
Yeah,
been
no, because
so
he's just
much
gonna throw
easier.
down. Yeah, see, we got down to the same. Okay. If we do slay the princess this time, because we did save the princess last time we did this.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally, the wound drives her to the ground. Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
Maybe.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but It's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you.
No, but she has weapons.
Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and
Okay, this is not going well.
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got. Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Finish the job?
You steel your resolve and take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of here alive? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Don't act so surprised. Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart? If the princess doesn't do you in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job. You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards you.
Thank you for the follow, friend. Welcome on in. Feel free to join the Discord if you'd like. You can also follow me on YouTube, where I'm also streaming.
The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons, and then you stop. Neither you nor Princess able to go any further.
What sort of games do you play or watch? Like, do you just watch streams of Slay the Princess, or do you watch other games?
You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Silence, as the room starts to get fuzzy around.
Okay, so we may have gotten her.
You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all.
Okay.
It's over.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken.
Please say you love horror games. Michelle loves horror
games. One way or
games.
another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, now we're gonna look at the witch.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Dying in this game just seems inevitable, right?
And in the basement of that cabin is a prince you're here to slay.
Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now.
Which
and the
everything
life
a
of a mere
shame, but
princess
sad.
shouldn't stop you from saving us all.
If you play this game, that's fair. Actually, Aka in chat, Akaru Kage, bought me this game. It was on my wish list.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This is my favorite path,
Brilliant.
the witch.
We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue.
Okay, so this is the opportunist.
I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Alright. Let's go to the cabin.
A warning, but she will lie. Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
So the opportunist.
The interior of the
this one
cabin
looks
is
cool.
a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Okay, let's look at the mirror again.
You walk up to the wall next to... What are you talking about? You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
Think of
I hope you know how ridiculous
only the mechanisms I hear John Sims. I can only think of the mechanisms I hear John Sims. Is that who voices this? Let's take the blade?
You take the blade from the shelf.
Because the opportunity
It would be difficult to slay the
take
princess and save the world without a weapon.
I don't know if what else has John Sims done? I don't know the mechanisms, or I don't know what else he would have done.
Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Yep, we should hide it.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Uh-oh. I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
Uh-oh.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free.
Okay, so we should
and
try
end
to
the
talk
world.
her out of this
There's
situation?
no reasoning. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Yes!
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I'm sorry?
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
I don't think she appreciates it.
If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
You should team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Okay.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
Take a rage. A nagging feeling?
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them?
Because I'm sleeping until 10 a.m. tomorrow. Yeah, you were still working? Oh gosh.
But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
I like her light hair.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event. She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that,
She
but
gets
she
cuter
could
and
very
cuter.
well
I love her
symbolically do
pedicure.
the same thing. See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Guess I'll cut you out of here?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Oh.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That's sneaky. A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
The opportunist gets it, yeah. Let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now
She
that
looks
she's
angry.
within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. We're armed and she's not. What's she gonna do? Bite us when we're not looking?
Yes.
You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
Follow her. No, wait. Don't follow. Wait. Die somehow. You'll choose option 3 probably. Okay, you first. Or clearly there's some broken trust here. Or step onto the stairs. Okay. What if I be really, really nice and give her the blade? I'm gonna die anyway.
You can't be serious. Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote.
Okay, the
blade is one of
opportunist
our
doesn't
most
like that, and I don't
valuable
like
assets.
that.
We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no. As do I. Abstain? You abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
You chose my favorite path?
You're
Give me
going
the
to
blade.
get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do. You hand the blade to the princess, who quickly snatches it from you, her eyes darting between you and the weapon with a nervous curiosity.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you? What do you think happens now?
I'm hoping you're nice to me? Both Kira are both hurting. Probably kill each other. Do you want that? I can get out of this. I want to actually save you, and this feels like the only way to do it. If you're like someone I know, you're probably going to kill me.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
And then she buries the blade in your heart. What? No, come on, that's not right. I told you this is what she was going to do. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time.
Hi, Tram!
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh no, I died! Wait, chapter 3? Chapter 3? We haven't had a chapter 3 yet!
You're on a path in the woods. I can't believe she actually stabbed us.
Chapter 3? Y'all, we just hit chapter 3. The real ending. Tram, how are you? Yay, death!
I told you not to give her the blade. I told you it would come around to bite us. I voted against it.
Oh, maybe every time we, die, we get to the next chapter.
Yeah, we know. You already got your I told you so's in while we were bleeding out. I just wanted to make sure that everyone here knows that I was and am on the right side of that argument. Oh, you're far from being on the right side of anything.
Hey, it's Voice of the Smitten
fixated
again!
on the past, whereas what you should be
Ow.
is fixated on the future. Oh, a visionary.
Ow.
I like it. Tell me more. Gladly, my dear fellow. By cruelly turning on the princess in her moment of vulnerability, we made ourselves an enemy. But by mastering our fear and insecurity and handing over our power, we've begun a journey
must
to
eat
something
food or eat
so
me and I taste horrible. I didn't spoil anything, don't worry. No worries. It's just a matter of being careful to ask leading questions or being careful to backseat. But it's great to have you here. I hope I'm being entertaining in your favorite game.
I like journeys. Travelling is a bit of a passion of mine. It makes me so relatable. Now, where are we off to? Well, if we're lucky, it's a journey to love.
To love.
She hates us.
Akka always leaves when the Voice of the Smitten comes out.
Does she? She hesitated before stabbing us to death. As ridiculous as this guy is, maybe he has a point. I don't know if I necessarily buy into his whole love journey thing, but maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change, so maybe she'll realise that things don't have to end in violence. You know, maybe you're right, in which case I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try. Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right? It makes no difference if we conspire in the shadows or bear our intentions with open hearts. We are breaking your cruel cycle and whisking her away to freedom. Oh, are you now? Great, so you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once.
Twice,
actually.
Ah.
Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
You sure you need to be taking this whole looping thing in stride?
What do you want me to say? It's bad that you've been here before. It's bad for you, it's bad for me, and it's especially bad for the world. The more times you run through this, the more likely it is that you'll fail. You've already failed twice.
Wouldn't it be more likely that I would succeed?
So you knew this could happen? Theoretically, sure, I knew this could happen, but I was supposed to be the first. I'd really rather not get into it. I don't care about where we came from, and I don't care to discuss the theory of anything. I yearn only to bring her freedom. I'm here to feel, not to think. Then we can all move on and forget what I said about failure.
Thank you.
It's important that you believe in yourself, and the fact you're here probably means that you still have a chance to pull this off and save the world. My world, at least. It sounds like you've probably doomed a couple of others already. I need to stop talking. Think happy thoughts.
See what she has to say for herself.
Yes.
Cabin.
Good. Playing both sides. That's what smart people do, and you're the smartest in the room.
Aw.
I'm not sure it counts as playing both sides if people can hear you doing it. Buddy, you're thinking in far too few dimensions. There's
Jim was always
layers
the
to doing
funniest
this
voice.
right, and I'm pretty sure the one making the choices gets that. Trust in the plan. Trust in what plan? The decider's plan. Sure, we don't know what the plan is yet, but that's part of the whole trusting thing, isn't it? A good leader knows how and when to keep things secret, and sometimes a good leader even knows to keep things secret from himself. There isn't a plan, and that's the whole point. We're supposed to be guided by emotion. We're supposed to passionately live in the moment, and I'm sure that when the time comes, those passions will tell us to set our darling princess free.
Our darling princess.
If I were you, I'd remember what she's done. You know how dangerous she is, and you should know that someone like her shouldn't be let loose upon the world.
Alright, let's go to the cabin.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin.
Everything looks
I
different.
think it's clear where everyone stands at this point. I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. You know what you have to do. The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore. The burned-out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the
All
fresh
there is
smell
the
of spring
mirror.
growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old. The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, this isn't right. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she? Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do.
There's not even a
I
door.
wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
There's not even a door.
If she does have it, that's all the more reason to put our faith in her. We've already shown her our heart. Now she has to show us hers. Unless her heart tells her to stab us, which doesn't seem unlikely, so yes, I agree. Let's make sure we get on her good side. You're right, the mirror is back. There isn't anywhere for us to go. But there isn't a mirror. I still don't get his angle here. Either way, I say we take a look. It
Welcome
feels
back,
like it's
Aka.
been forever since we've actually seen ourselves. For all we know, our feathers are all out of place. And that's why we haven't yet won her heart. We must
How
put
are the
our
kitties?
best face forward. Yeah, we can't go around looking disheveled. A real go-getter takes care of his appearance. So, is the door to the basement behind the mirror? I promise you there isn't a mirror, and there isn't a door to the basement. The entrance is more of a burned-out frame than anything else, and it's right there on the far side of the
These
room.
flowers? Yes, these are
Do
flowers.
you really...
Mirror.
You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. You know what you have to do. Wipe away the grit from the mirror, and behold our handsome features. It went away when we touched it last time. You reach forward and wave your hand to the hollow entrance leading to the basement. You really thought there was a mirror there, didn't you? That can't be good. As if things weren't unpredictable enough. Alas, our fine features remain unseen. We'll just have to trust that she'll find us beautiful as we are. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us. You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The
there
stairs to
actually
the
is a
basement are
basement,
covered
okay.
in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm,
This is
as if the
creepy.
fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down.
Like a classy
But
nightmare.
you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved. These thorns are an expression of her pain. I know it. She's calling out for help. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? We kill each other and you come back. You let me kill you and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
Yeah. Let's talk.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation. At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling
Look at your
hands
facial expression
clutching
when
a
the spin
pristine
is talking.
blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
No. I break our cycle of lands. Be so well and a big guest.
I want to trust you.
But
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
I think we need to leave together.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
You've hurt me!
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
Thank you. Crocodile tears, you think? Can I change your mind?
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as
So
words?
I think if I die again, I'll go to the next level? Next chapter?
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own. We don't need words to send a message. It is through action that we can show her our adoration, our
excuse
devotion,
me.
our kindness.
Can I take the blade?
Her eyes briefly meet yours, then dart back to the floor. She hangs her head in resignation.
Okay.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms. She trusts us! She trusts us! Doesn't that set your heart aflutter? Yeah, a little. It could just be nerves. Being this close to her does bring back unpleasant memories, but I don't know, it doesn't feel bad. It feels good. Like we're special to her. We are special to have gained an ounce of trust from a maiden so guarded. Now all that remains is to free her from her bindings. Yeah, let's do it. Let's show her how much both of us have changed. Or, hear me out, we slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance. That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him. I see that the lines have been drawn. It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2. You don't count. And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Yes, what a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her? You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart...
Trem's not happy with that.
Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Let him join us and be merry. We are all united by our passion.
But if we die again, then we get to the next chapter, right?
That's right. What he said. We've already given him a chance at redemption.
We had her, but I don't want to kill her!
And who says I don't deserve another? I really mean it this time. I'm big enough to admit when I'm wrong. So I want to help you all free her. And I have no problem with that. Welcome
Trem, have
to
you
the
played this
team.
game?
You're one of us now. One of the good guys. You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess and
I hope she stabs you in the butt!
relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart.
I got this ending?
But you're not going to do that, are you? Still.
So this, I think she's gonna get absorbed again by the hands, right? I trust her. I'm probably dumb. It's okay. I'm probably dumb too.
Such a pathetic attempt at distraction and subterfuge. Our blade is a dashing sword, and every dashing sword is an extension of its hero. It won't slip. You're right. He can't even make it slip, can he? He's a bit of a nobody. Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning. The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Do you see the way she's looking at us? Kiss her. Kiss her now before the moment ends.
Good lord. I can actually kiss her! Do it? Akka says do it. Akka bought me the game.
Can we actually do that? No, you can't. Absolutely not. You know as well as I do that we can. And we wouldn't want to throw away a chance for a special moment. Now, if I were only capable of throwing myself off a bridge. Well, are you going to describe our steamy, romantic kiss?
Oh no!
You lean in and you kiss her. And she reciprocates enthusiastically. You kiss. It's done. Are you happy now? Come on now, this is the big moment. You can do better than that. Ugh, fine. You and the princess
The arguments.
each other's souls with all the roaring emotion that comes from letting what once was hatred turn into pure, unbridled passion. Are you making fun of us? And then each of you close your eyes and kiss. Words can describe neither the nuclear fire nor the oceanic depth of your connection.
Oh my god.
Please. I think he actually likes romance. If history itself were not about to end, historians would document this moment for the rest of time. Musicians would write era-defining ballads, and great artists would expend entire lifetimes trying to merely capture the spark you hold right now.
Yep.
He's making fun of us. It doesn't matter either way, because this is good stuff.
This is good stuff.
I'm aware of my skills. Unfortunately for you, the moment doesn't last forever.
I got an achievement for
You open
kissing
your
her!
eyes, the princess smiles gently up at you. Time for you to damn the whole world to oblivion, I suppose.
That was nice.
Her hand slips into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
But we have a knife.
Please, after all the trials we've been through, do you really think a few measly thorns can stop us? Love is an even more powerful weapon than our blade. We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
As you swing your blade into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield.
Easy.
Both you and the princess
Oh my gosh, we're doing it.
Obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this? Your nightmare is our dream. Whatever world would condemn star-crossed lovers like us to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving. We'll weave something new together. Something better. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance.
Can you imagine if I just stabbed her now?
We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day, you irredeemable murderers.
What do we do now? Where's everything going?
Uh-oh.
Why is it so cold?
Uh-oh. Right. That happens. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. So I'm beginning to think. This is one of the most rare and popular scenes in the community, and funny too because of the arguments, and I'm happy you got it. Thank you. I'm beginning to think that I either have to die or feed the hands. Yay, hands!
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror.
This doesn't... Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right? If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. It's really dark. It's really hard to see what I look like, but still don't think I look great. All right. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Ooh, when you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
You look Canadian, thank you. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I do. Find him, and when I find him, you and I are gonna finally have answers. Yeah.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one yearns for connection she feels she doesn't deserve. Even when shown compassion,
Wow,
she
okay,
hid
Buddha.
herself away. She will make for a cautious heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore. There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Know what's gonna happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Okay. How many more vessels?
1. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Okay, one more. This is the last time. Is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart.
This one was
The
a
only
toxic,
thing I
toxic
want to
relationship.
see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Okay, so this next time I'm going to try to die as much as I can so that we get further in the chapters. Do you think anything is real out there? Do you think we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something, but nothing cannot exist on its own, and because of that, nothing can't exist.
Sure. All right, let's go.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Let's go! Everything goes dark and you die. Bring the thorn to her. All right, the hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here.
I can skip all this. All right. Okay, go to the cabin.
You make your way up.
Go into the cabin. Take the knife so she's threatened, and then
The interior
try
of
to
the
kill
cabin is
her
almost entirely bare. The
because
blade.
then she'll
You take the blade from the table. It'd be
try to
rather
kill
difficult
us.
to slay the princess. The door to the basement.
I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
It's all good. I want to die.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
All right. It wasn't a joke.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
No.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Don't you dare.
We've tried that. Tighten my grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me?
A little.
Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Guess we're at an impasse.
I guess we are.
Thought you said you weren't talking.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade.
Stare at the
You
princess?
stare at the princess, squinting fiercely. She squints.
She always has to have the last word.
The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you? You'll have to blink eventually. Just make a choice.
Alright, slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Okay.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike
I thought
is
she
enough
had
to stagger you,
knives.
putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Ow. Oh, I can't give up. Or flee and lock her in the basement. I have to finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here, either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the fact. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
Okay, so we both die.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
No, I don't.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Adversary.
You're on a path in the wood. You're here to...
Hi, DSO Pro. Welcome on in. Chapter 2, The Search for More Endings.
A warning. She will lie. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like
Oh,
her
voice
at
of the
all.
Stubborn. I
Not
don't know
that
if
it
we've seen the
matters.
Stubborn.
It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Of course she
Are
can.
you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
I'm guessing there'll be a mirror.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Have we seen this interior yet? I don't think so. I think these have all been new.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement. What are you talking about? You reach forward and rub, but there was a mirror, and now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Okay, we'll
You
take the blade again.
from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world
We can
without
piss her
a weapon.
off.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend.
I don't think we've seen this in.
The air
think
seeping
they've all
from
been
below
new.
is heavy and
Because
oppressive.
I think the interiors
with an
have to do
almost
with
sulphuric odor to it.
the names of
If
the
the
acts
princess lives
or
here,
chapters.
slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I don't think we've seen Adversary.
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
She seems a little too excited. You do remember me. Not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have some things to unpack first. I'm not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye! You look different.
You look exactly the same.
All right, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will.
What am I addressing?
What? You've already met the princess has already met you, and the two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just...
I thought the narrator
openly
didn't
talk
know.
about all that without me noticing? Maybe. You did seem to just gloss over the whole thing for a while.
Where's the option to start punching the air and cueing your theme song to come on while the crowd cheers your coming demise?
Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward. But enough is enough. I believe you. And that's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember. Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
I've never died. Do you see how alive I am?
Don't try to lie to me. Just please take this seriously.
Fine.
Agreed. We can't win unless you treat this fight with
But I
the
don't want to
gravity
win.
it
I want to die.
deserves.
I think we have some things to unpack first.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
You do remember me?
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
Attack.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count. Oh, we'll make it count, all right. As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood.
So I think there's going to be two outcomes. Either we do finally slay her, because if we don't, if we die, then we just go to the next chapter, from what I'm understanding. If we... Oh, we're in an ad break anyway. If we don't slay her... Excuse me. If she kills us, then we go to the next chapter. And we get another chance to either slay her or she kills us. If she kills us again, then we go to the next chapter again. If we kill her, then I'm guessing we finish the game. If we succeed in, like, making her happy or whatever, and, like, freeing her, then we trap her in the hands. I never got all endings. I don't know what happens. Maybe we say all the princess. If there's a next chapter, I hope the basement is a boxing ring.
But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor.
Ow. Right hook to the jaw? No, it was to the ribs, apparently. Also, you said you can hack Twitch to make that a thing? Sounds like a bad idea.
Snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart.
Fine, trust me, I'm an expert. It's only if you don't disclose you're gonna do that.
You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win. She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action. Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, The only way out of this is through.
Do the Karate Kid thing? I've never seen Karate Kid. Beat an opening and outmaneuver her, or strike her at the heart head on. Sorry, Aka. Lily. Strike at her heart head on, or run so she kills us. Let's try strike at her heart head on.
Then that's your plan. You push off
Know
the
what I'm
ground,
nominating next week
ignoring
for
the
movie
pain in
night?
your ribs as
Do
you
it in
charge
Karate
at the
Kid and
princess
cheat to
once
win.
more. You can feel flesh
Oh.
give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle. No, we can do this. Just keep pushing. We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Keep pushing?
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
You might have hit a vital artery. It's cool.
Yes, you finally get it, don't you?
I do? What are you talking about?
Are you really going to make me explain it? Look at how evenly matched we are. Nothing exists outside of us. It's just you and me, dying and coming back, clashing against each other. Forever.
That's not what's going on. There's an entire world at stake here. Don't you all get it? The fate of the world doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this fight.
And look at us. We're both so much stronger than we were last time. Think about how much more we can become. Nothing is better than this.
She's right. Imagine how much further we can push each other. Imagine how strong we can be.
The narrator's quite unreliable, if you ask
I
me.
warned you on the stairs, and I'll warn you again. Don't get caught up in emotion. Remember why you're here.
Yeah, I hate using words. They're so clumsy.
Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee.
Uh-oh.
It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact. We're fine! But you barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours.
Ow!
Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor. I said we're fine. I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened. You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it. It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
You forgot this.
She tosses
thank
it
you?
at your
Oops. I think this is the trees and everything here.
I meant that nothing else matters. It's hard to describe. It's just a feeling. That it's just us. That when we hurt each other, we're alive. And when that happens, everything else is gone. You feel it too, right?
That doesn't mean we're immortal.
How much more proof do you need? Would it help to watch me rise from the dead with your own two eyes? Fine. Go ahead. Stab me in the heart. See what happens.
The princess throws open her arms, exposing her chest. Is she really just going to let you slay her? Do it. Do it right now, before she changes her mind. Hold on. What if this is a trick? If she's leaving herself open like this, there's only one way we can strike at her. For all we know, she's 3 steps ahead of us. 3 steps ahead of us? Have you met her? This isn't a trick. And how would you know that? Because I wouldn't think to trick us, so why would she? That's a great point, so please stop hesitating and end this now.
Slay the princess?
The princess remains unflinching as you run her down, her stoic expression once again curving into a knowing smile as the pristine blade buries deep into her heart. Did she really just let us do that? Apparently, yes.
See you soon.
And then she stumbles back into the wall, the blade still lodged firmly in her chest. She collapses to the ground. She's dead. It's over. It's
I don't like the
finally
name of the
over.
achievement I got.
But it can't be over. She said she'd be back.
I know that the two of you had some sort of weird bond, but look on the bright side. Now we don't have to die. Isn't that nice?
No, it's not nice. I wanted to fight her forever. This is shit. It's not fair.
Life isn't fair, but what's done is done, and whether you like it or not, the entire world is in your debt for saving it from ruin. I'm sure in due time you'll learn to live with yourself. Let's just get out of here. Yes, that sounds like a splendid idea.
Love your choices. It's different than others. Thank you. Let's just watch.
You remain where you are and watch over the princess's corpse.
Yours makes the most fun choices. Thank you, Akka.
She remains dead.
I'm telling you, she's coming back. She said she's coming back.
She's not.
She is.
She's not coming back. She's dead. Your blade is embedded in her heart. You slew her. It's over. I don't know how many more times or how many different ways I need to express this objective reality before it finally makes its way through your dense skull.
How many different ways have you got left to express it? Because it'll take a hell of a lot more to convince me that she's not coming back.
Oh, I've got plenty. Can the two of you stop arguing?
No!
I'm not the only one who just saw her eyes open, right? What are you talking about? For the millionth time, she's...
Yes, I told you I'd be back.
alive. We're shit out of luck, aren't we?
I knew it. I told you all that we should believe in her. This is perfect.
And you waited for me. I knew I could count on you. I knew we were connected.
The princess staggers to her feet, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade you buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She looks great. Did she do something with her hair?
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know what to do. Again.
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that? All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all. Oh, we just missed her heart? Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I had it wrong. You guess you had it wrong? Aren't you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew everything. Nothing. It means nothing. I shouldn't have said that. But you did say it, so it means something.
Oh, stop bickering over nothing. Our destiny is right in front of us. Pick up the blade and go to her.
Okay, fine. That is what I meant by untethering. Do you hear him rambling on about destiny? He's lost the thread, and if you lose the thread, you won't be able to save the world. And what is that supposed to mean?
We're going into overtime. Do they have overtime in boxing?
I don't have to answer that, and I'm not going to answer that. Why the bloody hell not? Because right now, there's still a razor-thin chance that you're able to get your act together. There are patterns of thought out there that beg to be finished, but once you finish them, that's it. They change everything. There's no going back, and if I say anything else, you're going to finish one of those thoughts. What? Yes, exactly. Like, the princess can't die. I tried, you know. I tried very hard to make this work. I don't like that resignation. Are you sure we can't just unthink it? Yes, like I said, I'm afraid some thoughts can't be unthought. I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to pour myself a stiff drink. If I'm going to see the end of everything, I'd rather not be sober.
So I was right. Why are all of you so glum? This is perfect, isn't it? We get to experience greatness and battle and triumph forever.
Well, I think it was the stubborn one who said, your destiny awaits, right?
Oh, are my frames dropping?
No. No, hold on. There has to be another way. What if we just leave her down here? What if we run away? What if we convince her not to end the world? You can't reason with her. Ending the world is her fundamental nature.
Hopefully it's not as bad as it was
decision
last
she can
time.
Flip on and off. It is her. And what exactly can't we leave her down here? Because all it would do is stall the inevitable. And what's wrong with stalling?
Oh, YouTube just crashed.
Oh, there's plenty wrong with stalling. The end is still the end, and I'd rather
You're watching
face
on
my
YouTube,
head
I'm
on.
sorry.
Oh, you mopey ass. Why did you even ask us to slay her if it was going to end like this? Because it didn't have to end like this. If you don't mind, I'd rather not spend everyone's last moments arguing with you.
It's time.
Yes, I suppose it is. If we fight her forever, then maybe she can't end the world. Maybe everything can still work out. I guess we'll just have to see how things play out.
Don't you get it? You don't have to shuffle your feet. What comes next is going to last forever.
With an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. There's a lot of flowery description coming from someone who thinks he already knows how this is going to play out. Oh, indulge me, will you? Me knowing how this is going to play out is exactly why I'm being flowery. Let me have just this one thing, alright? Alright.
Here it comes. The big finish.
Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess ready to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body and... Wait, what happened? Why did everything go dark? You died. That blow was apparently lethal. How anticlimactic.
You don't get it, do you? We're not dead. We're stronger than this. So stop whining and get up.
Saying get up is not going to change the fact that you're dead. How dense are you?
Funny that you're calling me dense, when you still haven't figured it out. We can't be dead. We're just like her. All of you
Thank you for
need
saying
to
that.
wake up and enter the new world.
You know, maybe he has a point. If we're dead, how are we still talking? Because you being dead is reality, because it says right here that you're...
Well,
alive.
that's right.
I thought I lost you there, but you've figured things out, haven't you? Good.
So
The
my
two of us
plan
can
to just
finally
keep
be
dying
together.
has failed.
You and the princess exchange dozens of devastating blows. Sometimes you manage to strike first,
Quiet you.
and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment.
Shut up, Aka! Shut up! I should have that set to 0 as a minimum. I should not be allowed to make my deaths go to -1.
And then you get up and do it again.
No, this is
And
better.
again, and again, and again, and again, and again. We're all still here. This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it? Isn't it?
But he doesn't answer the voice. He'll never answer. He's gone.
What are you waiting for? I'm
I
right
seem to
here.
have missed a
What do you
lot.
think this is?
We kissed the princess.
What is this place?
Oh, is she gonna get eaten by the hands?
Did we do this?
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
The princess stumbles and her body
I
slumps.
feel so
tired.
The hands! You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. Okay.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here?
Moment
Why
of
now?
truth. We find out who we really are and who they really are.
This doesn't feel right. It feels... Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
You are nothing at all? Hello? Hello? That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Like a crow? Wah! Thank you, YouTube friend. Thank you for... Forgot I had YouTube notifications. Thank you so much.
I think you know what I am.
Wait. Thank you, monster. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. Then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. You're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to... Oh my gosh, the eyes are blinking. Okay. You're not me, then what are you? So many questions. It hurt when pieces of you break off. I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions? Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Are you part of me? You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Met you many times. Have you been the same all along? Wasn't supposed to steal this, was I? So, was the narrator the hands?
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
A good question. Is the world trying to piece itself together? A wild guess? Maybe. Woo! Oh, I only get a certain number of questions, I guess. Did it hurt? No. Seems like a piece of you breaks.
I'm aware. And if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
Okay. Okay. Where are we?
A construct. It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done. And it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through.
But what job being done? I can't kill the princess.
The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
You're not me, then what are
I'm
you?
an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Many of the times I met you, you denied it being a possibility. Why did you lie to me? What is the princess?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Oh my god, I have so many options. What is my true identity?
Or the long quiet. The god I made to rid the world of death.
Well, we don't want to rid the world of death. Death is important. Also, the long quiet? I thought I was going to the long quiet, but I'm the long quiet? People believe her to be, can't I just will her into something small?
As you are now, you won't be able to will her into anything. You don't work the way a living being does. Not anymore. And as you were before, you couldn't be trusted with the knowledge of what she is. No one could be trusted with that knowledge. Intrusive thoughts have a way of creeping in and ruining everything. It's why I had to die.
Has every narrative been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
So then it'll be like I either have to kill her or free her, because it'll be the last time, I guess. Whatever you go. How did you die? Why did you make her a princess? Stay together and leave the people out of this. Why would you want to rid the world of death? Yeah, okay.
If that's your belief, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you can't grasp the abject horror of dying.
Okay, 2 questions left. Oh, 2 questions left. Not a good answer, right? Oh gosh. I don't know. None of these seem like really important questions. They all just seem like, eh. Ask how the bird's doing. Sure.
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Run out of questions. Okay. Think you're out of time. I'm not gonna slay her, and I want you to know it before you die. Forget. Rest easy. I'm going to destroy her. Rest easy. I'm going to destroy her. Lie. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet. Say nothing and watch him end. Oh, so I don't even get to ask another question. Haven't decided.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with the newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Okay, last time going to the cabin. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vestige for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Hello? Oh, hi. Hi.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Do you know about the echo?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
She revealed her face, no more hands covering? Yeah, no more hands covering. Now's your chance to kiss her!
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
I have so many questions.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Wait, why are you being mean?
The sensation of bleeding and sweating and breaking and mending and dying and living comes back in vivid color.
Wait, what happened?
You feel the shame of 100 deaths and the pride of 100 conquests. All of the peaks and valleys weaving themselves into a single tapestry, free of beginning and free of end.
Why is she angry?
Do you remember when we killed each other with such fervent passion that death itself no longer sat on our shoulders?
Yeah, no, it's fine, Akka. Okay, hang on. Speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but that isn't what any of this has been about.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
Maybe? Now!
A thought is a vine, and some thoughts nurture thorns that bleed the soul, and endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust. When I succumbed to myself, you patiently stood by me and cut the thistles that rooted in my skin.
All the pieces of her.
Your compassion is what freed us both, but compassion is a thing that must be nurtured, and you cannot nurture that which cannot change.
Two people forced to hurt each other again, but we don't have to hurt each other anymore.
You cling to your notion of pain as suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict. You are nothing, a black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts, a dog blind to its leash. But there is no light without the dark. When I proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, you gladly became the instrument of my new creation. Only with both
I did
of
do
us
that.
is there a future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into being.
maybe it depends on how I got the pieces of her. So, like, because I can appeal to her shared humanity the past 2 times because I was nice.
We are the whole of reality. Your lover drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? Love melted into skepticism, and you pulled back layer after layer after layer, until all you were left with was the knowledge that you did not know me. You sought the truth then. Will you hide from it, now that it is within your grasp? I could ask you the same. There is only room for one of us to be blind here, and I know it to be you. We are each other's mirrors, and are we not divine?
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
What do you think happens if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And
Do the
you
game
and
title.
I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
So she wants everything to die. But if I kill her, then we can't have death anymore. Die, live, die, live. You are together with the Eye of the Universe. Prequel to Outer Wilds.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Voice of the Hero's back.
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
Where's everyone
They're still
else?
where you left them, stuck in the folds of this place. Part of me is with them, just like part of me is with you right now. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready? Then
I'm
let's
ready.
go.
I want to see them. I want to see the others.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things? That'd be nice. A little comfort in an almost unfamiliar
The
place.
contrarian.
Oh, you made it here too? We never really got to talk to her, did we? This one, I mean.
Did anyone else make it?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
And I've been here since you left me here. No hard feelings, I'm just glad you're back to see this through.
Is the narrator really gone?
It's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated. Really goes to show how much you've grown up. Killing somebody across every iteration of reality just by existing. I don't even know what I would do if I were in the driver's seat with that kind of power.
I guess we enter the basement.
I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. If that's what you think is best, then that's what you think is best. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
That's not very contrarian.
Those winding stairs again. But now there's only one way forward. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice? Yeah, it was a real mess. Stopped being fun pretty quick.
It's okay. You can come down. The stairs won't bite. Not this time. We don't know what you want from us. But let's talk. All of us. Maybe we can help you find your way.
She doesn't sound messy anymore, though. At least somebody here feels put together. And forward we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting. That was easy compared to last time. Just stairs. No weird fuzzy stuff or nonsense trying to pull us apart.
And she's not tied up this time.
Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
So you didn't bring the knife. After all the lives we've lived together, and all the lives we haven't, you somehow found a way to move outside of the script. Are we missing a page?
Sorry for what I did to you.
It's okay.
Her face is kind of melting, right?
In a way, you helped us become a version of her. But we weren't very good at it. I don't think a conversation with us then would have been very insightful. That's probably why we were taken away. That's all we had to offer you. It was time to change again.
After all we did, she's just forgiving us. Just like that. You know, that means a lot.
None of us was ever really fair for either of us, was it?
Is it unfair if it's our fault?
Was it not? We found you at the end of all things, and you found us. Is that not fair? Would this moment be what it is without the pain that built to it? We know we must sound like her, but it's how we feel. Everything that happened to us seems so important now. We walked a long and winding path together, and we've cherished every second of it.
Besides, I don't think fairness has much to do with anything.
It's good to finally see you.
It is, for all of us. We've seen so many threads of stories told between us, but this moment is unexpected. Even when we've seen it all, you still managed to surprise us.
Finally tell me your name.
We're just a stranger.
Oh.
But that doesn't mean we have to be distant from you. It just means that we'll always be able to find new things to discover in each other.
That's sweet. But it's also a little sad. I think it's only sad if we want it to be sad.
What if we just leave?
He'd hate that. So you should do it. Even if he isn't here anymore. It's the spirit of the thing.
Leave? But what would happen if we left with you? Would we exist inside ourselves? Are you sure you want to find out if that's possible, or what that would mean for you? Is that what you want?
Let's go! Not knowing exactly what I want, but everything. Let's just leave.
After so many iterations, so many different versions of us clashing and coming together and
Hope
clashing
this doesn't
again,
bite me in the ass.
leaving with you feels like all we ever really wanted.
I think I'm going to stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you. Yeah, I think we've done our job. Yeah, it wouldn't feel right. But I'll be okay. We'll be okay. See? I'm not even alone. If he's here with me, I'm sure we can find the others too.
Hands clasped together, you and the princess leave the basement behind for the last time. As quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. There is an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You feel their hand tremble in yours. They're unsure of themselves for the first time in their existence, their long and short existence. They have no part to play anymore, and they know this, yet they still are. And then they cross the room to the door outside, pulling you excited with them. Ow.
We can feel the threads of all the stories we've told together, all pulling us back down the stairs and into those chains where we know the outcome of everything that could ever come to pass. It's comfortable there, but it's confining. We want more. We want whatever might be on the other side of this door. Something new that we'll experience together, with someone who exists outside of us. With someone who can see us in a way we can never see ourselves.
Aww. Ready?
It's hard to tell with so many voices talking at once, but we're more ready than we're not.
I did it! I did it! I feel like I got a good ending. Thank you for the 50 biddies, Aka. Oh, it feels like a good ending.
What the hell ass is this shit?
Aka, thank you for the 500 biddies. That both said, what the hell ass is this shit? And then Twitch gave 75 biddies, which meant they told you to shut the fuck up, Aka. Thank you. Yes, hello, Lily. Finish the game. The good ending doesn't count. Oh, is this not the good ending? Use the tracker over a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. Oh.
My God! Okay, Hello? It's happening! Everybody stay calm! What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm! Wait! Everybody calm down!
Ella, thank you so much for resubbing for your 19th month. How are you? It's wonderful to see you. I did it!